I would say that as an association, we are working very hard to strengthen the capacities of the respective national DFIs. We understand that we have some weak DFIs in some countries with very strong DFIs, but as an association, we've introduced what we call the prudential standards and guidelines and a rating system. And with it goes a peer review mechanism. So every year we evaluate ourselves and compare how we are doing with respect to these standards. And these standards focus on governance issues, they focus on financial issues, they also focus on operational issues. So we believe that given a bit of time, all of us will be able to meet this challenge. But the point is, there are already DFIs in Africa which are capable of meeting this challenge, and they shouldn't wait. They should hit the ground running right now. And what we would like the other stakeholders to know or to do is to acknowledge that the DFIs have got a role to play. We have a problem in some countries, as I mentioned. DFIs are not recognized as part of the frontline financial institutions that can bring about development in their respective countries. So it's upon the governments and the regulators in our respective countries to recognize the role of DFIs. And I believe those who are present here have noticed how these institutions can bring about change in our respective countries.
This value chain financing really, to me, and as we're also paying much more stronger emphasis to the SMMEs, we're talking to the potential solution of African poverty and African unemployment, and to the economic inclusivity on the continent. We need to say how then, in the next 5 years, are we going to see a remarkable difference. The World Bank, in terms of its study, they say there is an infrastructure gap of $93 billion per annum on the African continent for infrastructure. In 2 years' time, I expect that we should be saying that there is a gap of 50 billion, because that will say we are not actually static. We did agree when the chairman of AADFI said, do we agree that we are going to create the requisite capacity in our respective DFI as we're moving forward? And actually we said yes. So the question is, we now need to move, and the expectation is in 2 years' time we should be telling a better story. The key skill that I always believe that we need to ensure that we drive aggressively to succeed, to me, is that of project preparation. Because that's what transformed a project in concept to a project actually that is likely to unlock the economic activities and opportunities.
I wish to thank all of you here for joining us here, to meet and be friends, and to learn from each other. Your participation and contribution has made this event here in Johannesburg very enriching. We are now even more reassured that development finance, as we know it and as we practice it, with all the passion and commitment, will remain relevant for today, tomorrow, and well within the future. In closing, I wish you all the best in your endeavors, and I wish you a safe journey home. Until we meet again, thank you very much, and goodbye.